The truth of Islam doesn't matter. In other words, asserting as true the mythological underpinnings of Islam's moral, ritual, and legal practices carries far less value, if any, as compared to the power that lies in subscribing to Islam's mythology. Something doesn't have to be demonstrably true in order for us to believe it, to act on it, and to grow through it. Now, I've spoken about this before, but this weekend, my wife and I were paddling along the banks of Lake Natoma in the greater Sacramento area. We were there with Sac Valley Stewardship, a really nice bunch of ecologically concerned citizen scientists. I'll link them in the description. And the mission for this day was to hunt down the abundantly proliferating yellow flag iris. It's a plant that spreads underground through rhizomes, these roots that shoot laterally through the soil and sort of erupt all of this new growth that has the potential to displace a lot of other really important flora. But it also propagates through its fruit, which contains all of these floating seeds that, when released into the water, can spread just about anywhere, allowing the plant to take root in this really dispersed way. And this dual strategy is so effective that it threatens the biological diversity of the shoreline. It simply outcompetes everything else, and that's a problem. Maybe. I mean, that's the narrative anyhow. It's this invasive plant from Europe and Asia. It's here now. It's threatening the local ecosystem, and things will only get worse if we don't intervene. I don't know if any of that's true. I mean, some of it is definitely verifiable, but the implications of a non-native species successfully propagating along local waters, I mean, that can reasonably be questioned, especially when considered along extended timelines. I mean, maybe that's just how ecosystems evolve and adapt over hundreds of years or millennia through these transplants. Now, some might appreciate an interrogation of the Sac Valley Stewardship narrative, but I adopted it wholesale, unquestioned. And the reason is because it did a few really important things for me. I was able to learn about this amazing plant. I was able to enjoy a lovely paddle with my wife. Along the way, hunting for the yellow flag iris, we picked up trash, which I think most people would agree is a good thing. And I was able to meet new and interesting people. And we weren't actually killing the plants. We were just limiting their growth. And that's something that makes my anti-capitalist heart very, very happy. Now, this may feel like a little bit of a leap, but it really brought to mind just how much time is wasted trying to prove Islam's creation narrative, our mythology, our divine backstory, whatever you want to call it. It just feels so pointless. And to me, the yellow flag iris story kind of illustrates that, but I can give you two more reasons to put a finer point on it. And one of these reasons comes from your own life. The other reason comes directly from the Quran, what I consider to be the unsullied Word of God. If you have a dream, a vision, a goal that you are working toward, the first thing that anybody's going to tell you is that you have to believe in yourself. And what that means practically is that you need to be invested in an as yet unmanifested fantasy. There is nothing demonstrably true about your success. You're just making it up for now. Your belief, however, in that success is everything. It's why you get up in the morning. It's why you do your research and make your lists and create your vision boards and hold yourself accountable to deadlines. All of this brings about a level of discipline that would not exist except for your investment in the fantasy of your success. And if that's not enough, the other thing that I will share is directly from the Quran, the 28th chapter, a surah interestingly titled Al-Qasas, or the stories. And in the 56th verse, or ayah, God, in talking to the Prophet, may the peace and blessings of God be upon him, says, "Surely you cannot guide those you love, but God guides whomsoever he pleases. He knows best the followers of the right way." So don't waste your time trying to prove Islam to anybody. That's for God to sort out. Our responsibility lies in execution. As people who subscribe to Islam's mythology, whether wholeheartedly or even with reservations, the important thing is how we act on the implications of that subscription. Are we doing the things that Muslims should be doing? Are we avoiding the things that Muslims should be avoiding? And are we helping one another to meet those challenges? Side rant, I saw another Muslim family at the lake. They weren't with us, just people out there enjoying some time on the water. And among them were these girls, like middle to high school age girls, and they were wearing full hijab. Head was covered, long sleeve pants, the whole thing. A pretty tall order when everybody's out there just kind of having fun in the sun. Then I saw Dad, and this cretin was wearing shorts that came above his knees. Now, modesty is central to the Islamic ethos, and the guideline for men is that when we're out in public, we should have everything between the navels and the knees covered. And yes, I understand there is some discussion around exactly how much of the knee needs to be covered, but that is so far from the point. I am the father of 4 daughters, all well beyond the age of accountability and independently responsible for how they navigate their covenant with God. But I made a decision a long time ago that I would do whatever I could to minimize whatever friction they were experiencing in the fulfillment of that covenant by covering up as much as I could. I always wear long sleeves. I always wear pants down to my ankles. I even cover my hair much of the time. Go through my video history and you'll see it. Now, I don't have to do any of those things, but what I'm intending is solidarity and empathy through that initiative, because we're all here to help one another. Now, I don't know if that's actually true, but it is what I believe, because the way I see it, we're all in this together, and I don't really see the benefit of taking a more adversarial or defensive position. Just like that yellow flag iris. I really like the story that the Sac Valley stewards were telling about that plant. Hey, now that you're here, you're more than welcome to stay, but what you can't do is crowd out the locals. So we're going to check your propagation. Rather than worrying about the truth, just act on your beliefs. And then keep an open mind and look for patterns that either confirm or challenge those beliefs, and maintain the humility to make adjustments, either to your beliefs or how it is you're acting on them. And we grow from there.